Good morning, Hillman Cancer Center. How are you today? We are bringing you a healthy breakfast. The recipe is called breakfast cookies. So I know that you all tend to crave sweets like we all do. So we're gonna kick this off this morning.
Hello.
We're back.
We are back. It's so good to be back. Last week we have really fancy equipment, so we were able to record and push out.
Yep.
I was on a little vacation, so it's nice to be back with all of you. You introduced that we're making breakfast cookies, right?
Yeah,
sorry,
sorry.
I was tuning out as I was fixing some things over here with the production equipment.
I'm not used to doing the
I
intro.
know, right?
I'm like,
I was like,
Yeah.
you know, we're a little today. So just a reminder, we are the Wellness and Integrative Oncology Program. We're located on the 3rd floor of Hillman Cancer Center. So yes, right inside a clinic center, you can find our kitchen. Our program is under the supervision of Dr. Lainey Francis, who's a medical oncologist, hematologist, meaning she understands cancer diagnosis and treatment. And so our program is all about symptom management and quality of life. We believe in conventional cancer care, but we certainly believe in integrating these therapies into your life so that you can have the most successful journey that you possibly can. So we also focus on chronic disease as well. So if this is cancer is not your area, please stay with us.
Yes.
We are focusing on all sorts of areas because who doesn't need to eat healthy always, right?
Right.
I'm Danielle Petrina. I'm the project manager for the program. This is Angela Zaccanini, who you've already met. She's our registered dietitian and focuses on lifestyle nutrition. So just like real quick, and what does lifestyle nutrition mean? I just always like to bring it back in for somebody who's like maybe just tuning in for the first time.
Yep. So obviously with all disease states, cancer included, nutrition is a huge part of that. But we focus on the mind, body, and spirit of the patient. So whole person care. We really listen to the stories. We want to understand what you're dealing with at home, not only your disease.
Right.
You know, what's actually causing maybe your eating habits or your patterns, or maybe you have specific allergies, or you're concerned about certain dietary supplements you should or shouldn't take. So this approach is very individualized, but it focuses on mindful eating and goal setting.
Right. Yeah, and that's great. And Ange has such a passion for our patients. She does an amazing job. So if you've never had a consultation with her and you're kind of like, I need that, come and see her. It is no extra cost to you. Ange is paid for by UPMC Hillman Cancer Center, so she is a part of your journey. So anyways, sidebar, let's move on. We got breakfast cookies here today, and the good news is we're like functioning, knock on all the wood.
Yes.
We had a nice little break to be able to get these things going. So I love breakfast stuff because
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know, you just want something that's like a little bit mindless, but feels like you put something in your stomach.
Definitely.
So talk to us about these breakfast cookies. Look at these lovely clear bowls.
I know.
Aren't they pretty?
They're so pretty.
They're
I love them
pretty.
so much.
Okay.
So these breakfast cookies, this particular recipe is from the blog A Couple Cooks, which we've used a lot of their recipes in the past.
Cute.
And if you ever, are searching on Google, check out their blog. They have wonderful recipes, and I tend to lean in towards their recipes more than others. So A Couple Cooks, these are actually called magic breakfast cookies. I'm not really sure why the term, but
That sounds like a different type of party favor for me.
definitely. So these have pretty good ingredients, not very many. So as you can see, these clear bowls here are pretty much the ingredients that we're going to be using. So we have some unsweetened applesauce, a half a cup. We're using a 1/3 cup of peanut butter,
Yeah.
a half a cup of maple syrup, 3 cups of old-fashioned oats, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and then we are going to use about a 1/4 or a half teaspoon of salt, and then finally to top it off, your 1/4 cup of raisins. So a lot of times people tell me that they are craving sweets, or for breakfast in particular, they
Oh.
want sweets.
Interesting.
So, I mean, think about it. Like waffles, pancakes,
Oh.
a lot of the breakfast
Syrup and
options,
bacon.
pastries.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
it tends to be on the sweeter side. Of course, there's the savory breakfast people like me, like bacon,
Totally.
eggs, all of that.
Of course, we're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Also, it's cancer season.
It is cancer season. Our birthdays are
We have
coming.
to
Oh,
throw
my
that in
birthday's
there.
next week.
She's like, oh, I forgot.
See, this is what happens when you get to a certain point. You're like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
it's not about me anymore. Wait. What's our calorie count on these, Ange?
Yeah, so people get hung up on the calories, and
I know.
especially something like this, which is considered a cookie. So one serving is 245 calories.
One
So-
cookie?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it tends to be on the higher end. However, if you're worried about calories, think about this as a very nutrient dense snack option or a sweet. So you're not only getting decent amount of calories though, you're getting 5 grams of fiber and you're getting almost 7 grams of protein.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a lot. And think of a protein bar. So while the size of this cookie might not satisfy you in that way, a protein bar, I don't think I've ever seen like a protein bar less than 200 calories.
Exactly.
So just think of it that way, and also like if you need a good afternoon snack, like Ange said, what a great nutrient dense snack to have with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
If you need to dip something in and go that way. I mean, better than the bag of salt and vinegar chips that are on my desk right now.
And this would definitely
Billy.
hold you over until dinner.
Yeah,
if you
for
did
sure.
want like an after work or after school snack or something like that.
And it definitely falls in that range of snack,
Yes.
right? Like you're not getting I feel like when you get to the 300 mark, then you're like, this feels like a little bit more of a meal than a snack. So
Yep.
just keep that all in mind. I mean, that was 7 grams of protein.
I know. And that is a super high fiber cookie.
Yeah,
I mean,
5. Did you say 5?
grams.
Yeah. You say anything over 3?
Yeah,
is
every
good.
2 to 3 grams of fiber is considered a high fiber.
So maybe not a
product.
cup of coffee with it.
Hey, maybe you do want a cup
I
of
know,
coffee with
I
it if
mean,
you're having some trouble.
Depends on what's happening in your life. So.
All right, so let's get started. So you want to first preheat your oven to 350 degrees, which ours is working properly today.
I mean,
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
so,
crossed.
Next step is to get a large mixing bowl. You're going to add your applesauce.
Ange, I'm going to cut you over, show this our audience a little bit more of what you're doing.
All right.
I zoomed out a little bit, so it's not like super focused on it,
Okay.
but it's a little bit more.
So the applesauce, the maple syrup. I love these bowls.
They're so great. Like, we're so a fish.
I know.
You know? I'm going to clean these up for you. Wow, that's a lot of syrup.
And that could be, the reason for the extra calories is there is, half a cup of maple syrup.
Yeah.
Also, sorry.
No, you're
the applesauce is unsweetened. Keep that in mind. So what you want to do is just mix these wet ingredients together just to blend a little bit.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so maple syrup. So,
Yeah.
I'm I was born in the 80s, but low sugar, fat free. I
Right.
think people can get caught up in that
Yeah.
and, not pay attention to the actual other not great ingredients that are in that. So, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so a lot of people use maple syrup or honey as a sweetener, as an alternative to just sugar. However, it does the same thing that sugar does.
Okay.
It makes your blood sugar spike.
Okay.
But when you're using it in combination with other ingredients, that makes it more balanced and a little bit more complex.
Okay.
So we want this, it's okay, to me it is a better alternative to sugar.
Yeah.
However, like I said, what it does to the organs in the body is the same as what it would do with sugar, but it does have a little bit more benefit.
Okay.
So you're going to want to add those wet ingredients together. Then you're going to stir in your oats. So this is 3 whole cups of oats.
Yum. You want me to take that?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Baking powder, which is that 1 teaspoon.
We're our own cleaning crew as well, so it's
So,
I just start to think about all right, how many dishes we got to do after this? So
Good point, because I was thinking about that
because we
earlier.
clean this
Because I was
place
like,
a
I
lot.
want to use all of those beautiful clear bowls, but then I'm like,
Dishwasher
we do-
friendly, everybody.
Yeah.
Dishwasher friendly. Yeah.
And I don't have a dishwasher at home, so when I would never do such a thing.
No.
Ever.
I'm pulling out, probably using the same spoon
I know.
15 times, making a mess everywhere.
Like 1 pot or 1 pan meals are
Yeah.
my go-to. Okay.
Wait, your mother's on and she knows you're lying because she tells us how you use every dish. Norma is currently shaking her head,
She does.
being
She's
like,
like-
no, she doesn't.
She's always like, why do you cook like you're making a Thanksgiving feast? Because I have everything spread
Yeah.
out. I use 14 spoons.
Yeah,
She's like,
I
what
know.
are you doing?
I know.
But she had a recipe for me to make the other day, and it was literally 1 pot meal. And I was like, Mom, this was
Stop.
amazing.
Yes.
It really was.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
Okay, raisins or
okay.
whatever. Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
So you do want to mix this before you add the raisins. And do you want to just put in a few...
Salt, yeah,
Yeah.
you know I'm always putting in some salt.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna switch the view so everybody can kind of see what this looks
Thank you.
like. Yeah, of course. All right, team, we're gonna switch the view so you can kind of see it's a pretty dry cookie, like in ways of looking, not
Yeah.
like in taste.
It will actually
Oh yeah, you're mixing
start
it
to
up.
mash up. Do you want to do that for me?
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you guys the finished product.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, I'm still on my.
oh, yes.
this.
Yep, do your thing.
No, I just mean like the camera views on this.
We do want to show it because actually the recipe says that it's going to be a wet consistency.
It does actually. You're right.
It does get wet. Like,
just takes a
you
little bit
do
to
have
work
to mix
through.
it thoroughly.
Yeah.
Definitely until it gets to that. So let's talk about storing before I show the final product, because
Yeah.
why are we doing that before? We're putting the horse before the cart, or
Oh.
what's the word? Cart before the horse?
Sure.
Okay, yep. So you can actually store these in a sealed container, room temp, so on the counter for up to 5 days. If you add them to the refrigerator, they can store up to 2 weeks.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I love more bang for my buck when it comes to my time.
Yeah, exactly.
money, so.
So this is something you could keep in the fridge as a go-to if you are craving something sweet, or just want something quick on the go if you're running out the door. So that's something to keep in mind too. And what's cool about this recipe, it actually says like once you bake them, they're going to be pretty firm and like a golden brown. But afterwards, the longer you store them, they actually soften up.
Okay.
So
That's
it's pretty
cool.
nice. Yeah. Okay, so we have a really nice consistency here. And of course, like, you're going to want to form these into cookies. So you want it to be a consistency that you can kind of mold.
Like almost like a meatball that you smash, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So these are not going to raise or expand once you bake them.
Okay.
So you actually want to make them the shape that you want them to be.
So like a patty.
Exactly.
You're doing like a hamburger patty.
Yep. Yep. All right, so I'm going to add the final ingredient, which is the raisins. If you aren't a raisin fan, just omit.
Yeah. I'm also like a mini dark chocolate chip fan.
Oh.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pack in them calories.
I know.
We'll
I
make
was
it a
like
300 calorie cookie.
240. And they're like, I would add mini dark chocolate chips. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think that people, lack enough fiber in their diet. So this is a great source of fiber without having to grab another salad or eat more vegetables.
yeah.
Like people don't realize that oats and grains and things of that nature, raisins, like they're super high in fiber. So use this as a good high fiber recipe if you are having some bowel issues, which is common with everyone.
Yeah, I know. I don't know anybody that like doesn't have an issue.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so our next step is to use just a 1/4 cup. If you have like a cookie baller maybe, or
ice
even
cream scoop?
ice cream scoop, something like that. I mean, you can obviously just use a 1/4 cup.
That's kind of nice because I would,
Just
yeah.
So this recipe it says that it makes 11 to 12 cookies. So when I made this earlier this morning, it made 11 in a little nugget,
Okay.
little baby.
Hello, babies.
Yeah, so it's right.
Yeah.
So do you want to start
Yeah.
scooping and then just pressing how you want? I'm going to try to grab another 1/4 cup somewhere.
Oh yeah. So this is pretty cool. Actually, this is very easy.
And what happened to me earlier that I just want to share with you is that when I was making these and after I did it for a long amount of time, my hands got kind of like sticky, so it wouldn't form into a ball anymore. I had to wash my hands and then go back into it because of that, maple syrup, the peanut butter.
Seems like a great partner to, you know what I mean? Like find your partner.
Yep.
And do it this way.
This would be cool to do with kids,
I think so.
just because they can kind of get in there, get their hands dirty, and
Good luck and God bless, right?
start making cookies with you.
Oh man. See, yeah, you got to be careful. You got to smush it a bit.
Come on.
Oh, whatever. You already had a practice round. I think my cookie is a better shape, though. Yours might stay together better, but mine's a better shape. Just putting it out there.
I know, like, have you ever made no bakes before?
Yeah.
And it's similar like it uses oats and
Yeah.
chocolate.
I feel like I normally
peanut
like roll
butter.
them into balls, you
Yeah,
know? Like
yeah.
they're more of a...
You can also add different ingredients, like you said, like chocolate chips. Maybe you can even add some nuts.
I wasn't even... Okay, this might be out of line. What about an apple? Wonder if you could dice up some apples.
I'm sure you could.
Because
That's
that could
actually a great
also seem
idea.
like a good crunch and a little bit more of like... Oh, boy.
I think that taste would be really good.
I'm going to get fired for my patties.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Wow.
kidding. You know I missed you last week.
I know.
A lot.
I mean, so much to catch up
It's
on.
not the
Life.
same.
What's happening in your life, Ange? You want to tell the audience?
No.
Me either, right?
No, but we do have birthdays coming up.
We do have birthdays, lots of stuff to celebrate. How old are you going to turn?
31.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll be 39.
Yep. And you're right. Like, once it gets to this point, you're just like,
Stop. You're not at that point.
yeah, but like,
I have a kid. That's why it's at this point. You're just like, whatever, just please don't scream today. That's all I'm asking. Like, and please just don't give me a hard time.
Are you doing anything for your birthday?
I don't know. I really honestly forgot about it.
I know you were like, oh, my birthday's next week. Like, literally
It's
next
just,
week.
I always like think though, it's like, oh my gosh, it's the end of June already. Like,
I know.
I cannot
this month
believe
did
that.
fly by.
I know. And Ange is a firework baby.
I am.
So that's exciting.
4th of July.
She's a 4th of July baby.
And what's interesting, the fireworks are actually this Saturday by my house in Beaver County. So they're the 26th?
Yeah, Beaver's always ahead, you know?
Yeah, but yeah.
That's kind of nice though, because like, I don't know, like, oh my gosh.
Well, here in the city, though, it is on the 4th.
Is it?
Yeah. So
I mean, I have no desire to like fight crowds to see some fireworks.
come on, Danielle. If I don't see fireworks on my birthday, I get
Your birthday,
extremely depressed.
Yeah, I mean, you should. You should always see. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I
so
failed, but not terribly.
You're
but,
all right.
Yeah, I can see why you have to wash your hands.
I was
though.
going to say, can you
Yeah.
tell the stickiness
Yeah,
now
I mean,
they're
it's
not
really
forming as well?
Because I was a little like, okay, Ange, now you're just being a diva, having to wash your hands.
No, I'm telling you. I would like to show everyone mine versus. I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
So, final step, you're going to throw these in that oven at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. They are going to get a little bit firm, and you're going to notice a little bit of a golden brown consistency. So we're going to toss those in and show you our final product.
So here's the final product. So it looks great. I mean, honestly, it's a really good size snack.
Can we zoom view?
I don't know. Now she gets difficult on me and stuff.
If I can.
Oh, thank you. We got a comment. Good morning, Angela. I'm so making this. You know me with the sweets. It's from Cheryl.
Oh, that's right, Cheryl. I do know.
Okay, I'm going to zoom on in and scoot it over to like that. There you go. All right, cool. So you can see that right there. That's our final product.
I'm going to try one of these for you.
Go ahead.
Just this little baby guy.
Go ahead, Julia Childs. I might have Pittsburgh pluralized that. I don't know if she's a plural or not. Good. Awesome. Is it good?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
really good. They're
Cool.
tasty. They taste like an oatmeal raisin cookie.
Awesome. So a couple things, just a little bit of housekeeping. I just threw up Angela's email address. So every week, Ange sends you a very simple email. It's the link to the YouTube channel and the recipe for that upcoming week. Please click on our link, subscribe to us. That way it always pops up for you, but you will find our recorded videos there as well. So you can see that right there. And then, Ange, what are we cooking next week? Is it chicken turkey balls or something?
Yeah, we're doing chicken
Pesto?
chicken meatballs
Chicken meatballs.
with a pesto pasta.
So I picked
For her birthday
for my
meal.
birthday. So because my birthday is actually next Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Italian, love meatballs,
Love pesto.
love pesto.
Come on.
So this is my birthday lunch here or breakfast from the team. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. We just appreciate you all so much. Feel free to leave us any message in the chat. You have Ange's email. Email her all your complaints and
Please.
feedback.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
All the complaints.
All the complaints.
Yeah.
But otherwise, have a great rest of your week. Enjoy that sunshine. I'm so sorry that it's hot, but it's better than -20. Thanks so much. Take care.